Yes, there's a typhoon in this movie, but no, you don't get the day off from work. Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Mickey McAvoy, and this is my review of The Brink. Jonathan Lee has been an assistant director since at least 2003, and has worked on a number of movies I really enjoyed, including Lost in Time, Moonlight in Tokyo, and Full Strike. The Brink is his directorial debut, and I hope it's the start of a long career. The Brink tells the story of a cop who habitually goes too far, and decides that the only way to atone for some of his most egregious sins is to catch a ruthless gang boss, no matter how far he has to go. Max Zhang plays that cop, and Wu Yu plays his increasingly reluctant partner. Gordon Lam plays their boss, who bristles at being reminded that he's a desk jockey, even though that's what desk jockeys do. Sean Yu plays the gang boss, and Janice Mann plays a young woman with a penchant for improvised explosives and a certain gang boss. Cecilia So plays a young woman in need of a father figure because someone killed her father. Derek Tang plays the son of a gang boss, and plays his role so well that you're almost happy his role doesn't last very long. Kurata Yasuaki plays a gang boss, but he's not Derek Tang's father. Not in the movie, and not in real life either. Please don't leave a comment telling me who Derek Tang's father is. The film opens strongly with an action sequence proving beyond any reasonable doubt that old Flexin' Yen falls far short of Maximum Zhang. Oh, shut up. Go watch Dragon Tiger Gate again, and then shut up again. But never mind. The action in the opening sequence benefits, like the entire movie, from the cinematography of Kenny Tse. I recently heard someone say that an art movie should happen accidentally or not at all. We've all seen movies that are obviously trying very earnestly to be art. They usually fail. On the other hand, when a cinematographer does his or her job well, just because that's how you're supposed to do your job, it can, and in this case certainly does, elevate your film significantly. I've often said that I'm a, cinematic Neanderthal, at least from the perspective of, Wong Kar-wai fans. As much as I can do without movies whose stories were assembled not in the script and not during principal shooting, but actually in the editing suite. No, really, look it up. I have never had any problems with the way that Wong Kar-wai's films looked. Not even the execrable "see you tomorrow." Yeah, see you next time. There's absolutely nothing wrong with The Brink from a directorial standpoint. It's a solid cop-on-a-mission movie that's very well directed, and I enjoyed the story and the way it was told immensely. But the way this film is shot just really, really impressed me. It's gorgeous. It's like a master class in framing and composition and, dare I say it, mise en scène. I don't think anybody involved in The Brink, set out to make an art movie, but it sure looks like one a lot of the time. I think that whatever aspirations the filmmakers had, they were probably more down to earth. The movie was produced by Soi Chang and Paco Wong, two people I assume would value professionalism over pretension any day of the week. And thank God for that. Because what you end up with is a strong genre film that it just looks beautiful. The only shortcomings that I found with The Brink are, to me, wholly understandable, and, if I'm honest, more than redeemed by other factors. Max Zhang and Wu Yu are both dubbed into Cantonese, and it's unfortunate because even though the voice acting of whoever dubbed them is very good, it just robs the actors of their own inflections. It doesn't detract from the film, but I think both of those actors would just sound a little better in their own voices and their own language. Now, I admit that's bordering on an irrational criticism, but that's what I do, right? Speaking of which, my only visual niggle with The Brink is that, as usual, Janice Mann just looks too nice. She plays a woman who lives on a fishing boat and has a penchant for what Stephen Fry might call rough trade. She also has a hobby involving blowing things up. Well, even dressed down with minimal makeup, she's just too nice looking. She needed a bad eye or a scar, or tell some freckles. I'd have settled for anything that would just make her look a little bit less photoshopped by God. But never mind all that. It's a small thing and I should let it go. And how many times have I said that before? Especially in church. The last third of the film takes place at sea during a typhoon. If I'm honest, this particular plot point isn't necessarily well presented, but as Ian Faith once asked,
have you any idea what it will cost?
Staging a realistic typhoon is a monumental task both technically and financially, and trying to film anything, let alone, action scenes, in the middle of it is an awful lot to ask of a cast and crew. Now, it's easy to say that this particular aspect of the Brink is not realistic, but that begs the question of what it looks like at sea during a typhoon. It also begs the question of how much danger you want to put your cast and crew in while you're filming this stuff. So if the weather and the setting isn't always convincing, there's a lot of good, responsible reasons for that, and I still think that overall it's a less than crucial detail. Besides, the movie itself and the action scenes are just so engaging that it's really easy to forget about it. This sort of filmmaking is impressive because it's plainly obvious just how much hard work and serious risk it is, and it's a testament to everybody's professionalism that nobody got killed and that the scenes came out as good as they did. In addition, The Brink features a significant amount of underwater footage that's impressive simply from a production standpoint. It's time-consuming and expensive to shoot underwater, not to mention less than perfectly safe. And seeing it in The Brink reminded me of just how rare this kind of thing is in local productions. So again, taken overall, The Brink remains a very impressive film, both visually and technically. I enjoyed The Brink more than I expected to for a reason that I didn't expect to. I figured the story would be good, I knew that the action would be good, but I was really taken with the cinematography, and you'll have to see the movie to understand exactly what I mean, because when you sit there and watch it, especially on a big screen, it just looks really nice. And as I said, I'm a Neanderthal. I don't generally go in for all of that sort of thing. If you don't get a chance to see it in cinemas, wait until you can rent it or buy a copy. Don't steal this movie. When it gets released to home video, I'll update the description with a link where you could buy a copy. Wouldn't that be nice? I certainly intend to do that. As long as we're talking about money, please click on my Patreon page, because you know what? I need help. Let's face it, anybody that's watched more than 3 of these videos knows that I need help. But this is at least a way that you could do it, and I would really appreciate that. So please, for me, for my friends, for my family, click on the link. I don't know why I said family. I don't even have a family. If you enjoyed my review, please let me know. And if you didn't, let me know. Please, don't tell me who Derek Tong's father is. I know it's Tong Ti-Wai. Okay, I know who it is. If you enjoy the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.